all of the Atlanta Falcons players have reported to training camp today. And with them starting practice, there's a lot of speculation as to who will perform well, and who will burst into the scene. Here are my top three players who I think will stand out. My number one player I think will stand out is Christian Harris, the linebacker they signed from Houston. Harris, he was great in Houston before he got hurt. He was making big plays, making a lot of tackles. He's very physical, very athletic. He's fast. He fits Jeff Ulbricht's scheme really well. He's a great blitzer. And he's very underrated in coverage too. So I think Christian Harris will open up some eyes, and help, and I think he'll have a starting role next to Divine Diablo this season. Now, a second player that I think will show out at training camp is Samson Ebukam, the edge rusher they signed from the Indianapolis Colts. Ebukam is known for getting to the quarterback, getting sacks, getting pressures, and he hasn't gotten a lot of talks. He hasn't gotten a lot of eyes on him. Hasn't had a lot of storylines on him or at all anything. Due to the James Pierce Jr. situation, due to the Falcons having Jalen Walker. But I think he'll open up some eyes, just like Christian Harris as well. And I think he'll have a big role this season, especially in pass rushing situations. Now, the third and final player I think will absolutely show out is Zachariah Branch, the rookie wide receiver they drafted out of the University of Georgia. Every Georgia fan should know him. We all know he's fast, quick, and he can take anything, to the house. He give him a little space, he gone. He runs a 4.4 or 4.3 40. He's very elusive, quick footwork. And I think he'll make a lot of big plays this training camp. With that said, let me know y'all thoughts on which players y'all think will stand out in training camp for the Atlanta Falcons.